Hello, hello. Welcome to the Super Metroid multi-category tournament. I am Galamas, and with me is Siri. Siri, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. We're going to have a great race on our hands. We have sloaters27 versus fruitbatsalad, both really good runners.
Oh yeah. From what I hear, Sloters has kind of a choose your own fate going on, where if he wins, he's number 2 or 3 seed, if I remember correct. I think 2 seed, and if he loses, then I don't know what happens.
Yeah, I think this is the last race of the week, and then we have the playoffs.
Yeah. Or that big play-in match that's expected some point next week.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm not sure how the playoffs are going to work. I heard that we're going to have a best 2 out of 3.
Yeah, from what I heard from Tracy the other day, it's going to be all 7 categories. You would veto one, and you would pick two, or sorry, you would pick a second one. So you would pick one that you will definitely race. So like they'll each pick one that they'll definitely race, and then if it goes to game 3, it's a random selection from whatever categories are left.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it could be almost anything.
Yeah. I mean, you got to use your veto wisely because you only get one, and you say you're not a RBO low percent fan, you can only veto one of them, and yeah, you get to pick one, so you want to pick your best category if available, and then the third one is up in the air if it goes there. Do we get a weird pause on the stream, or is it just my stream?
I'm seeing that too. It looked like they were trying to sync up the timers, but
Yeah.
right now fruit bat salad's frozen in space. But yeah, we have any percent race on our hands. I'm not sure how the vetoes went down. It was predetermined before this race started, so I don't really have an idea.
Yeah, I don't know what the vetoes were either. Sorry, I'm not able to help with that. I think for some reason I want to say fruit bat salad does not like low percent, but I might be remembering
Yeah, that
something
would
wrong.
be my guess.
Yeah.
And I would think that Slaughter's veto triple bingo, although I have no idea if Slaughter's does triple bingo or not, or bingo at all.
I feel like I saw him do a triple bingo this tournament, but again, I just trying to go off of memory, which is never all that accurate. Maybe I can take a look here while they're just doing some beginning movement here. So, and it may very well have just been, if you got the playoffs on the line, you might not necessarily want to put in the hands of a triple bingo.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I've seen some interesting bingo cards. So sometimes they get a little too confusing, and if you pick the wrong route.
Yeah, exactly. Or even just forget a square. Earlier today, I was watching a bingo, and both of the runners, well, I don't know, maybe one only, but they kind of forgot that they had to backtrack quite a bit for a square late in the game. Yeah, and Sloaters definitely did play a triple bingo earlier in the tournament, looks like. So wasn't vetoing it then, but who's telling what happened tonight?
Yeah, it could be that maybe Slows is more interested in sticking to his guns
Yeah.
is a pretty good 80% time. But yeah, I wonder if Sloaters is going to do new route or old routes. Because Sloaters is like, I think he's that kind of person to pick either one depending on his opponent.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen him do that match his opponent's route if he's a little bit faster. And I mean, I don't have the SRL stuff up, but according to the spreadsheet, I mean, his any percent time is 3 or 4 minutes faster, I think. So yeah, it will be interesting to see if he matches that up and goes old route, a little safer too. If he's picking any percent, try and secure the victory here, he might choose a safer old route to do the same thing as well.
Both runners doing our Bomb Chorizo fight. Sloaters making quick work of Bomb Chorizo.
Yeah, getting a really great fight there. Missing the drops though on the way out, that potentially could be problematic. We'll see.
Oh yeah, only getting 2.
Yeah, I think he needs to kill 2 enemies now, and I don't think it's a guaranteed missile drop, so he'll have to be careful.
Yeah, the strat that Sloaters did, he bonked into the wall, and then you can shoot diagonally, and you'll be able to always collect that first gamer drop. So
Wait, what happened?
it's a strat you can do. If you're low on missiles for some reason, you can bonk into the door and aim down and just hold fire, and you'll always be able to farm that first gamer.
Oh,
It's
I
just
did
a
not.
neat little strat
Oh,
if you're
well,
ever in this situation.
I am always in many bad situations, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Both of them damage boosting through the pirates there, so I think we are going to see a double old route.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see this. I always like to see, 2 of the same routes going together, going head to head. Sometimes it gets a little confusing as to who is actually ahead or behind in a new route versus old route race.
Yeah, especially in any percent, they kind of combine up a little late these days.
Yeah, and even if they do go to the Golden 4 at the same time, technically the new route runner would be a little bit behind because their beam is a bit weaker.
Yeah.
But
True. Any ideas? Think Sloaters might take some safeties, play it all out here on the old route?
I would like to think Sloaters is going to go 3 tank for old route.
Okay.
I just because the Sloaters has been doing lots of new route,
Yeah.
having that extra plasma beam firepower is kind of a safety net in itself in comparison to the new route.
For sure.
I would bet Sloaters is just going to go all out.
That makes sense. But on the safer route, no reason to slouch on speed.
Yeah, but sometimes the lower Norfair escape can be a little dangerous if you like lead the fight with low health. So sometimes it's just a good idea to have that extra safety net.
Yeah. Yeah, that Ridley E-Tank is convenient.
Yeah, it's definitely a well-placed item.
even if it is an extra door transition. Oh, sorry about the clank.
Yeah, so they're just going to Kraid, getting a really nice mock ball. I think it's one of the more tricky strats. Just because of how short the room is. or how much running space you have.
Yeah, those short hop bach balls are not easy. I don't know. I feel like I never get them. It's tricky, especially if you're doing stutter taps or anything. It's just. But these runners are pros and handling it well. And of
Nice
course,
kill.
Sloaters with the nice quick kill. Expect we'll see fruitbatsalad handle it as well.
Yeah, so one of the things I like about what Sloaters did to set up for the Kraid fight is use the bomb to set up the positioning. So how you would do it is you would turn into a morph ball and hug the door, lay a bomb, unmorph, and turn right. And that will put you in the same position every time, which is, I've been heard it's called normalizing movement.
Yeah, very consistent that setup there.
Yeah.
Fruitbatsalad was going for the charge method, so I think there's not as tight a setup window on that one, but still not easy, and he nailed it.
But Sloaters is going for the Kraid E-Tank, which is an interesting choice. So he may be playing it a little safer.
Yeah, I would call that a safety for this route for sure.
Yeah, generally for 3 tank runs, you would see the Terminator E-Tank, High Jump E-Tank, and either Ridley or Botwin E-Tank, depending on what happens. And looks like fruitbatsalad is also going for the Kraid E-Tank. FPS jumping a little too high over the E-Tank, but I'll surely pick it up on the way out, since it is along the way after collecting those missiles.
There it is. Are you still getting some freezing on the stream?
Yeah, it looks like the stream is stuttering a little bit on my end.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's just the restream.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be back now for me. Yeah, he doesn't really lose too much time getting the E-Tank on the way back, so I'll be alright. Oh, wow. Did you see that slot shot from Sloaters? I like that.
Yeah, that's a very nice shot.
I don't see too many people do that one.
Yeah, I think it's to kill the cactus a little earlier and prevent like any possibility of getting knocked back down Bubble Mountain.
Yeah.
That's a big time loss. But personally, I'm not too fond of going for that strat.
Any
Fruitbatsalad uses the pseudo screw.
Yeah. Why don't you like that one?
I think the pseudo screw is a really good strat.
Oh, okay. So you prefer the pseudo screw?
Yeah, or I think I use one missile,
Okay.
which might be a little expensive for what it is. But there is a farm like right in the room next, so I don't think it's too bad, but
Yeah, and if you run through wave missiles, you end up with an extra 5 anyways. Like Sloaters is doing. Pretty sure that's kind of a safety as well for this route. So I'm taking extra ammo and tanks at the moment. Make sure nothing bad happens. Fruitbatsalad, though, is not letting him get too far ahead. He is keeping up here with all the similar pickups. With no route divergence, he's still playing quite well, having good movement himself. Or themselves. Not sure. Guess I should look.
Fruitbatsalad is MP.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, but that was a interesting quick farm for sloaters. Didn't quite see what he was farming for. Maybe an extra super, I would be guessing, but I didn't really see. Yeah, sloaters is already out of Norfair. Going as fast as he can. Like, I always say that the upper Norfair segment has one of the harder movement sections in the game. It's a bunch of tight platforming you have to do.
Yeah, especially when you're first getting into it, that wall jump into Bubble Mountain is not necessarily the easiest. And then that wave room always seems to knock me down.
Yeah, good old double chambers. Yeah, like sometimes,
Wow.
like if you fall down, it's over. Like the elevators are not gonna play your game.
For sure. Both doing very similar strats here with the Shine Spark. I do like that.
Yeah, the Alpha Spark.
Alpha. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's like the first Shine Spark you can do in the game, I think.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of it, mostly because it's a big drain on the health resources. Although both runners did collect the Crate E-Tank, so there's a good buffer room. So their Phantom fight won't be too deadly.
Yeah, 3-tank Phantom fight should be pretty comfy for these two runners.
Oh, are we going to get an Ocean Fly?
I think he's a little late for. Oh, never mind. He's
nice.
he's awesome.
Heck yeah, Ocean Fly. Always love seeing that strat.
Yeah, that's like one of the best things about Old Root, I feel like. And getting it with the missile too, not wasting any supers.
I always found the missile strat to be a little easier in terms of visual cue as compared to the super missile. But it's just one of those strats that I'm more used to compared to another.
Let's see that. I mean, most people, on Kraid, for example, they got the 2 missile all queued up. That's what you were talking about, the consistent movement and everything. So when it's more consistent, it works.
Nice. Sloaters getting a fast Phantom pattern and nailing that X Factor. So could we see a mid?
I think he's done. Yeah, dang.
Very nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like a hybrid sort of strat.
Yeah, with the opening X Factor.
Yeah, you got the old route X Factor and the new route Doppler. So it's a neat combination.
Yeah, and it is quick. It still finishes Phantom off rather quick. Little high five as fruitbatsalad takes on his ghost.
Yeah, I think back in the day, as I say this, when the people were doing old route, I think a lot of runners went for double X Factors.
Yeah, I remember seeing a lot of double X Factors.
But now think doing the one X Factor and a Doppler is a bit more common.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, for runners these days, I think a little easier. I mean, at least it seems like it is to me. Lining up those two X Factors with Fantoon's patterns is sometimes tricky.
Yeah. And sometimes Fantoon is just being a real troll.
Yeah, like these slow pet. Were those slows or did he get a mid? I think they were both slows. No,
I think they were both slows.
both slows. Yeah. So fruit
Yeah,
bat salad not getting any help there.
but he did nail like a really good X Factor. Like, I think it was a charge shot, 2 missiles, and an X Factor, which barely connected.
Sloater's gonna do the bowling spark here and land right in the hand. Yeah, probably a reason for taking that extra tank early. Sloater's wanted to do a lot of sparking.
Yeah, sometimes Fantoon may not be so forgiving when it comes to health drops, so having that extra safety net is always a good thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Is it better slow than dead?
It's an age-old question, right?
But it's speedrun, you gotta go fast.
Yeah.
But you can't go fast if you're dead.
Not in this game.
But yeah, Slitters has the gravity suit now, so it's gonna go to Meridia next. It's typical in the old route.
Yeah.
I guess you could go to Ridley next, but if you fight Dragon, you will have that extra firepower of Plasma Beam, so it's a little quicker to do Dragon first.
Yeah, for sure. Plasma making both of the fights afterwards quite a bit faster. So, and Sloater's still with the wave beam. We're likely to see a couple more X Factors, which should be good on Batwoon and Dragon. Fruit batsalad does get that gravity suit as well. And that wreck ship not being well, Fantoon, especially with those slow patterns, were not helping Fruit batsalad out. He's coming out a little farther behind than he went in, I think. But there's still a good number of bosses left to go. You can still make up some time potentially.
Yeah, this is Super Metroid. Anything can happen.
Even old route, you can still get some weird patterns and Ridley's tails to the face and everything. It's like Sloater's going with the old school X Factor as well. Getting real low on health because of it.
Be careful.
Yeah, and unfortunately gonna get health bombed with 0 supers. So that's not exactly what he wanted in that fight.
Yeah, so he's either gonna have to farm in this sand pit or go for some Metroid drops.
Yeah, I bet we'll get a Shine Spark farm, and if the supers are real bad, then maybe he'll stay in the pit, but let's see. Oh, no, he just dumps right in the pit. He's going full bore on it. I think fruit bat salad was about what was that? 22, 20, well, about a minute and a half behind. But this bonk the ceiling.
Yeah, getting a quarter halfy. Yeah, it's one of those unfortunate things. Like it's such a tight time to get the full halfy, and then your movement was just on point enough to go a little too high, which is really ironic.
Too optimal a movement.
Yeah, so they're just too good.
And fruit bat salad having no power bombs, going all supers on Bot Woon. Takes care of him pretty quickly.
Yeah, it looks like that was a 2-round and a nice super missile drop.
Perfect.
Super missile or 2 super missiles is really all you need to get into Dragon somewhat quickly.
Yeah, one for the green door, one for the eye door. And both of them picking up Bot Woon E tank, so wouldn't expect an after Ridley E tank unless something goes disastrously. I lost my Sloaters fight. You see what's going on?
Yeah, Sloaters is just frozen in time and space.
Oh, no cheating, Sloaters.
Splicing up those race runs. And collecting that space jump. Looks like his Dragon fight went relatively well.
Yeah, I caught the opening X Factor. It looks like he hit everything, so probably just a couple of shine sparks after that.
Oh, and a spike suit.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Coming out of nowhere. Fruit bat salad starting his Dragon fight. Looks like he's going to try and open with X Factor as well, but only having one power bomb. See how it goes. Looked decent. Dragon's nice and red to start. Oh, he might get this. Dang, nice.
Nicely done.
One round with the blue suit. That's what you like to see in a Dragon fight.
I always get a little nervous when I see them get hit multiple times trying to get the blue suit. Like, is it chain damage?
Oh, yeah. I was watching a race the other day with 2 tanks worth of chain damage.
Yeah, like last I've heard, he had insane fire bat collecting chain damage clips. So if you have any, send it his way.
I'll have to look back and see if anybody sent it. I think it was one of the luckier chain damages, actually. If I remember correctly, he went down to 33, so didn't get health bombed, but still got pretty close.
There's a question in chat. Does the chain damage only persist if you hold the input? Which I'm assuming it holding right after executing the shine spark. Mostly runners will try to hold down after executing a shine spark just to make the hitbox smaller, so it's less likely to get chain damage. So if you shine spark, don't hold right or left.
And Fruitback Salad, after having a great Dragon fight, I think has made up some time here. Just about a minute and maybe like 20 seconds behind. So still keeping a pretty quick pace. Actually just looked in the SRL chat. all I saw was slow from Fruitbat Salad at the end there. I'll know that's Fantune.
Yeah, good old Fantoon.
Trying to take down Sloaters, and he's not having it.
Oh, it looks like Sloaters is going to take the northern route to Ridley.
Uh-oh.
I always thought Sloaters was a southern route kind of guy.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
It's been a while since I've seen Sloaters run old route.
Yeah, he might have forgotten. You never know.
Although this does look familiar to me, so maybe he always was a northern route guy. Although, from what I've heard, the difference is relatively minimal, going the northern versus southern route.
Is there a decision on which one's faster if done optimally, or no?
I think so, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, like I would say the southern route is a little more simpler in terms of inputs, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, you have that long speed booster hallway in that one, so
Yeah, all you really have to do is time your jumps, and you'll make it through relatively quickly.
yeah. Nice fast pillars. And with old route, this room not really very bad. Not really living up to the name. Fruitbatsalad is going southern route though, so get some good space jumps through there.
Yeah, very nicely done. Maintaining as much momentum as possible.
Yeah, very quick.
Rooms. I like our discussion in the chat. So she's saying south is barely faster, but prefers the north route. So that's very interesting.
And also, south is slower in-game time. That's an interesting distinction.
Yeah, I always think it's down to preference. Whatever is more comfortable for the runner.
Looks like Sloaters was trying to do the group the pirates, but kind of, I think he got hit by one of the pirates' projectiles there.
Yeah, taking a kick there.
Yeah. Fruitbatsalad also in Lower Norfair here, and not too far behind. So Sloaters needs to have a good Ridley fight here. Ooh, bodies the tail.
Yeah, only 80 health, so Sloaters has to be very careful.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised about that damage boost.
Yeah, a body hit will do 40 damage. So, yeah, I think a tail hit does 30. So
Yeah.
there's small room.
I think Ridley is down, yeah.
Yeah, okay, very nice.
Alright, so he's good. I'm curious if he'll tank up, though. Because he is quite low for this escape. As you were mentioning, the enemies hit hard down here. But he does
only
not take
130 health, so...
Fruitbatsalad looked like trying to individually plasma the pirates, so got through there a little quicker. And already into Ridley. Bounced off the door a little bit on accident.
Yeah.
I don't see that too often either. Couple of good opening shots there. Gets under the tail cleanly. Goes for the
That salad
poke.
has a lot more health than Sloaters did going to this really fight. So, if anything, he'll have a really confident lower Norfair escape.
Yeah, and his Ridley's already done too. Very nice.
Yeah, what happened to Sloaters? Is he splicing again?
Well, I guess he didn't die.
Now we'll never know what happens. Sloaters has a lot of super missiles, leaving lower Norfair, which it is pretty typical of old route, since you don't need to consume super missiles since you have a plasma beam to deal damage.
Yeah, and clip through key hunters if you need to, that sort of stuff. Well, I mean, I guess you can clip through with all the beams, but plasma's a little easier.
Yeah, definitely one of the more faster ones.
Yeah, so we see fruitbatsalad clipping through the first two very nicely. Do you take a hit on that third one?
I think you have to aim down as opposed to just a normal spin jump to get under the key hunters without getting hit.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not too positive, but if anything, aiming down is as a smaller hitbox than the spin jump. So
Yeah.
jumping over aiming down is a safer option.
Okay. And yeah, Sloater's having great ammo heading to Turian, as you mentioned. Pretty much exactly what you want to see.
Farming the green pirates on the way down.
Yeah, but missed the super drop on the second one, unfortunately. Hitting the G4 at about 3750.
Let's see, the fruitbatsalad might be looking to farm here, having only 6 super missiles, but getting only health.
Yeah, his luck today not that great.
Yeah, you have slow Fantoon, but he has really good energy, so you can do grouping strats without too much risk.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you have low health and do grouping strats, like if you mess up your movement a little bit, it could be game over.
Sloater's going for the grouping strats with low health though, just because.
But yeah, after that first Metroid room. Whoa, did you see that? That super missile went right through that first Metroid.
Yeah, that was weird. Should be fine though. Of course, now we'll never know. Oh, there he goes. Okay.
Oh, I'm missing that Rinka boost. Yeah, it looked like Source was trying to set up for that. It's really nice. The Rinkas deal somewhere around 10 damage. I don't know what it is exactly, but it gives you a good D boost, and so you can damage boost through the side hoppers. So you're saving an extra 20 health.
Yeah, definitely. You don't get meme health though, which is unfortunate. And fruitbatsalad does hit the golden 4, I think about 2 minutes behind. Which, with Slaughter's imminently getting baby skip here, is really gonna just put it down to the mother brain fight. But still, myself, I wouldn't be upset being within a couple minutes of Slaughter's time.
Yeah, same here.
Gets that Zeb skip first try. And plenty of leftover missiles, even if he gets sniped, which doesn't look like he even did. Fruitbatsalad's ammo looking a lot better. The first 2 rooms.
Oh, you want to go for the fast strat?
Yeah. Has the ammo now to chance it, but yeah, smart to group it there and gets the perfect ammo coming out. Sloater is calculating a D-boost off the meatball to avoid some catch-up, and he is through. So at this point, Sloater's through all the dangerous bits. Just has to do the escape and finish it off, secure that second seed, I believe. Rounding out a pretty good tournament from him. I think that's 5-1.
Yeah, I think it's 5-1.
Yeah. One of just a couple of runners up in the 5-1 club.
Nice baby skip by fruitbatsalad. I was getting a little worried. Almost, I don't know if he was a little too close, but I guess I used the plants as a wall to line myself up.
Yeah, for that last jump.
First try Zeb skip.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have the Mother Brain fight on both screens, which is awesome. Still a super close race. And yeah, just a couple of other runners going 5-1 or better. Of course, Zost and Zenny and Cutie and Kip and Ashter and Galmaz. You're up there in the 5-1 club too.
I don't know how I got up here, to be honest.
You're in the same club as a lot of the top runners here. Makes you a top runner. Fruitbatsalad taking his damage off the head.
Yeah, he's going for that uppercut.
And just the escape to go from Sloaters to seal the deal.
So you have the important question. Will Sloaters save the animals?
Yeah, I'm curious. I mean, he's got the time technically, but it is still close. I mean, fruit bat salad is in the Mother Brain 3 cutscene right now, so I'm gonna guess. I don't know. I'm gonna guess not.
I think Sloaters is all about going fast.
Yeah.
So
Even
just say goodbye to the animals.
Yep. And even with the sportsmanlike conduct of doing the old route here, can't be bothered with those animals apparently.
And Sloaters finishing in first place with an SRL time of 45 minutes and 7 seconds. Good game.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was very close to a 44. Yeah, the 44 in old route is a really good time.
Yeah, very fast and includes the like the safety E tank and the extra missiles, and so yeah, that's a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, all things considered, that was really good.
Fruit bat salad already finishing off Mother Brain though. Still quite close. I mean, he had a great run as well. Probably, what's this going to come in? 48, something like that. A little under 48.
I think Fruit Bat Salad might be fairly close to his PB. Well, somewhat. Let's see if I can find
According
it.
to the spreadsheet, he's going to be real close. Yeah, I don't know if that's his updated PB or anything, but
Yeah, Fruit Bat Salad, his recorded PB on the spreadsheet's a 46:36.
oh, okay. It's going to be a little faster.
So this is a solid run from Fruit Bat Salad.
Yeah, definitely.
I always think it's really hard to play your best in a race situation, just because there's race pressures and all that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, sometimes your nerves can get to you too.
Oh yeah. And yeah, Fruit bat salad does finish with an official SRL time of 47:20. GG to him. What's that? Just close to a minute off his PB. So really fast race time for him.
Let's see, I wonder if we can pull our runners up for an interview.
Yeah. See if they'll join us. And there you have it, folks. Probably, I assume the other race is over, so probably the last race of the Swiss part of the tournament here. And GG to Sloaters taking that victory. You there?
Hey, Sloaters.
Oh, sorry. You guys can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey.
Hey, good game on the race.
Yeah, thanks.
So it looks like it puts you on 5-1. So how are you feeling about that race?
I'm feeling pretty good. It was a good run for me for the most part. Batuin was a little sketchy. One of the particles missed, and I didn't really realize it until he didn't die after the supers. Lower Norfair was kind of bad, but the rest of it was pretty good for the most part for me.
And we are also joined here by Fruit Bat Salad.
Hey,
Good game on the
Gallimon, hey,
race.
sire. GG
Right.
Sloaters. That was a fun race.
Yeah, GG.
So how do you feel about your race, Fruit Bat Salad?
I feel good about it. I think a 47-19, that's pretty good for where I'm at with the game right now. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I just wanted to run something in like a 47 range, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that's a really solid run. Like considering that it's like a race. Because I don't know if you were feeling nervous at all. Because like for me, sometimes like I get nervous when I race.
I
And
find that in races, I'm usually nervous for like the first few minutes, just until I kind of warm up, and then after the first few minutes, everything's fine. So I think I made some like little mistakes in the first 5 minutes, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with how I played. I had a slow Fantoon, and my PB has a fast, so it's always like
wow.
it's always like a dramatic red split when that happens. I think technically this might have been like, if I had a fast, this would have been like a 46, like a high 46. So I'm pretty happy with the time I got.
Yeah, like outside of Fantoon, that's like really close to PB pace, really. So that's really well done by you.
But shout out to Sloaters for running KPDR with me. That's cool.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Old route is the best route.
I'm always excited to see two runners going the same route. Always think it's fun to watch.
Yeah, you mentioned like earlier too, sometimes it's confusing when one person's new route, the other person's old route, and then it's like you don't really know who's ahead until they get really close to G4, or like even, if it is a close race, they're like in Torian, then you can kind of figure it out. But I'm always up for, racing the same thing as my opponent, just because I don't want to have like a really bad new route run that like beats a really good old route run. It would just not really feel like a clean victory for me. So when I can, I try to match the route my opponent does.
Yeah, I always think it's great for a spectator point of view, just so it's like everyone's on the same page. So you don't really need to have in-depth knowledge about what DPS beam combinations faster or whatnot. So it's always good to watch.
Also, in this situation too, Fruit Bat Salad and I were actually played in the finals of the last multi-cat tournament, and we both did old route any percent. So I thought it was kind of fitting for the last match of the Swiss portion of this tournament that we kind of redid that again, had a little rematch.
Yeah, this we'll have to do it again in 2 years. Then I'll get you next time in the 2022 multi-category tournament. That's when I'll take down Sloaters in any percent. Heard it here first.
So any last thoughts before we close this one out? So the last round for the night, it looks like. Yeah, so
Just thanks everyone, and thanks Sloaters for the race, and thanks again to the organizers for putting this on, and the folks at SpeedGaming, and this has been a lot of fun. So, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks again, Gala and Sire. Appreciated the commentary, and GG again, FPS. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. So I guess that concludes for our runs for today and our Swiss round. So I think we have the playoffs coming on soon, and I think there's like some sort of deciding rounds.
Yeah,
well.
keep in touch with the Discord and everything. I think that they'll be announcing the play-in race probably for like next Saturday. That seems to be when those kind of things get scheduled, and that'll be, I believe, the 4 and 2 runners will all be in the play-in race, from what I understand, because there's a couple more than the 16 that'll get into the playoffs. I think there's like 20 right now. So 4 people will have to be weeded out of that one, and then it'll be into the playoffs. I imagine the week after, but I'm not 100% sure on that part.
All right, well, sir, do you have any last thoughts before we close it out?
Well, I mean, I guess I didn't really think about it too much before I signed up, but yeah, this is the last part of the Swiss round. It was a great Swiss tournament so far. We saw a lot of great matches. Definitely check back. I know there are VODs of a lot of them. Spreadsheet, I believe, has links to a lot of the Twitch videos and things like that. Make sure to follow your favorite runners, all that stuff, and come back for the playoffs in probably about a week or so.
All right, well, it's been really good commenting with you, Sire. And this is a GG Surai runners, FBS and Sloaters.
For sure.
They did great.
Definitely a good race.
All right, so I think that's going to do it for us today. So we'll have our play-in race coming soonish, next week. So definitely stay tuned for that.
Yep. And thanks for having me. It was great to come with you too, Gal.
Yeah, thank you. All right, that's it.
See you guys next mission.